Hi.
Hi.
I'm Denny.
I'm CJ.
She is CJ. She's cool too. So it's Christmas Eve and we're out doing what we love doing best. As you can see, we're in a pile of rocks. And only rockhounders would really understand the joy that we're finding this wonderful Christmas Eve day. Tomorrow's our big Christmas celebration with the family and all that. But today we get to play, and so we're going to play on the rock pile. But before we do that, we want to take the opportunity to thank you subscribers that have subscribed to our channel.
And please, those who haven't, please like and subscribe our YouTube channel.
Yep, there's a link below. All you got to do is tap that button and then tap the bell for notifications of our upcoming shows.
Yep.
But today we're going to talk about our continuing series of One Rock. That's right. So we've taken it all through. We found that rock, showed you how we found it, right?
Yep.
Then we took it and we cleaned it up and we drilled it.
Yep. And then we're going to be tumbling it to where it's tumbled smooth.
That's right.
And it's getting ready. It'll be getting ready to become a wonderful key fob for someone.
That's right. We're going to put it in 60 grit. And we're going to start tumbling. We're going to show you how to do it. Like we always say, we're not experts, but we do know a few things. And what we do know, we're going to share with you and show you how to do it.
And we're going to show you step by step on how to do a good tumble.
That's right. We're going to give you little tips and tricks that'll help you along your way as you start this. And you newbies will probably really appreciate it. Maybe some of you guys been around a while will probably learn a few things too, because we certainly have along our path in learning how to turn that one rock into a great treasure, right?
Yep. So have a great holiday season. And
right. But before we're going to let them go, before we let you go, we want to tell you just a couple more things, and that is we want to thank you for subscribing. You guys have been wonderful, and we wish you all a very Merry Christmas, as we did with our little Christmas video. But we want to also encourage those that haven't subscribed to our channel to go ahead.
We did that.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did. I did.
Did we do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so with that being said, we're going to head on to the video. While you go watch that, we're going to go play in the rock pile. Woohoo! Merry Christmas!
So have a great time, Rockhound.
Right. Find one treasure today.
And hope you find a great treasure.
Bye now.
Bye.
Look at the pretty rocks. Rolling.
Hi, this is CJ with Redneck Rockhound. We are going to do a segment for our new YouTube channel, Agate, Enchantment, and Rock Wizardry. This one is actually going to be using the Follow One Rock. Remember this one? We drilled it on last week's segment. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a quartz tumble with it in it. And we'll have another segment on just tumbling, but this one's kind of special because we're going to add the one rock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some water in my tub, and I'm going to rinse my stones just to make sure that they're totally clean and no dirt in them, because dirt acts as an extra grit and you really don't want that. I got my rock tumbling grit, and I got my pellets. I may not use my pellets because this is quartz, and on the first stage, the core stage, you don't really want to use the pellets, especially in quartz. All right, I'm going to put some water in here. And my handy dandy toothbrushes, old toothbrushes. Excellent, excellent use for old toothbrushes. We're going to take that one rock and we're going to clean it up just a little bit. It doesn't need a whole lot. Let me get my detergent here. Put a little bit of detergent on there, and you just scrub it, making sure you get all of the dirt out of the crevices. and then rinse it. And it's ready to go in. And this is my barrel. What you want to do is you want to fill it up about 3/4 of the way, because the rock is going to lose, there's going to be shrinkage. So as you go down, that's what the pellets are for. As you do your tumble, the rocks shrink because they lose weight. They're being rounded out and pieces are being ground off. So as you lose rock, you're going to replace those with the plastic pellets. So now I'm going to come over and just very quickly do some of the pretty agates I've got. And some of these I've already cleaned, so I'm just going to rinse them. Nice little heart there. Isn't that pretty? That's going to be gorgeous. And that one is just amazing. Like gorgeous. And they will make beautiful, beautiful necklaces or key fobs. Some of them are a lot bigger, and I left them big so that they could be key fobs. And that one is just gorgeous. Okay, now I'm at half of a barrel. Now I'm going to use my littler ones. Now the littler ones are perfect for adding tumble material. The littler ones will shave off the bigger ones, and you always want to use multi-size stones in your tumble, because if you don't, the bigger ones are not going to really bang up against each other, especially if you're using, like me, I'm using slices. So there is my tumble, 3/4 of the way full. Now we're going to add water. Now you want to add water just to the bottom of the top of the top rocks, okay? See how you can see the water, but it's not above the rocks? You don't want to go above the rocks. You want to make a slurry out of your grit and your water. And that is what creates the tumbling action, that slurry. It's kind of a gray, gritty stuff. It's really good. Now, Denny and I have found that 2 level tablespoons of grit is just about perfect for a tumble. Some people use more, some people use less. This has been the best for our experimentation. And we've been experimenting with this for about 2.5, almost 3 years. So now we're going to kind of shake it down. Now also you want to make sure that your lid is perfectly clean, that there's no polish or old grit on the edges, because this right here is where that lid is going to sit. And I usually take my other brush, get it wet, and just run it along here to make sure that it's clean. Now I use a paper towel to clean it off and dry it off to make sure that it's totally clean, because this is where your seal happens. This is what keeps your grit and your water in there during the week that it's going to be tumbling. So then you kind of dry it off and you tuck it in like that to where it's on the seal, and then you don't put it all the way through. It doesn't work that way. You just kind of pull it and then you squeeze it in. it doesn't always like to go in, so you kind of got, there we go. And you push down on it to make sure that you don't hear a hiss, hiss, hiss showing a leak. Then you take your lid and you dry it, because this is where, as you can see it, there's been times that I haven't got it completely dried and condensation has come in. And this is brushed aluminum, so it will kind of get a gunk on it. And then you put your lid on and you press it down, because again, this is where your seal happens. And you want to make sure that you got it all the way down, all the way around. Then you take your handy dandy ring and your nut, not meaning me or Denny, and you tighten it down 6 or 7, maybe 8 times, and then you roll it. Just kind of flip it over. Pause. Okay, as you can see, we already have a barrel tumbling, and this is Denny's tumble. So I'm going to add my tumble right to the end, and we're going to put it right in there. And it gets a little noisy, but not too bad. As you can see, because we live in a second-story apartment, we've had to insulate the table to make sure that it doesn't go down to our neighbors. We have sliders and carpet insulation on the legs, and then we have a towel, and we have carpet insulation in between our tumblers and the table. That reduces the amount of vibration that goes down to our neighbors. They really don't like hearing our tumblers. And we start the tumbler up, and there we go. Oh yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Agate Enchantment and Rock Wizardry. And happy tumbling.